Hi, and welcome to the I T'd Myself podcast. My name is Matthew Miniman, and this is episode 100, a love letter to Microsoft. My darling Microsoft, where do I begin with you, my sweet, chaotic, absolutely maddening technological soulmate? After all these years of our tumultuous relationship, I felt it was finally time to put pen to paper, or rather fingers to keyboard, on your gloriously buggy operating system, and express the depths of my feelings for you. This letter comes from the very core of my being, written with the same passion that you use to break my favorite features with every single update. You magnificent, beautiful disaster of a company. How you make my heart race with anticipation every second Tuesday of the month. There's nothing quite like that special feeling I get when I see that little notification pop up telling me that you've prepared another gift for me in the form of a mandatory update. It's like Christmas morning, except instead of presents under the tree, I get to discover which of my essential programs you decided to sacrifice to the gods of progress this time. Chapter 1: The Art of Creative Destruction, or How You Turn Updates into Surprise Parties. My beloved Microsoft, your talent for transformation through updates is truly unparalleled in the tech world, where other companies might foolishly focus on fixing things or improving stability. You've taken the revolutionary approach of treating each update like a thrilling game of Russian roulette with my computer's functionality. Will my printer drivers survive? Will my carefully configured network settings remain intact? Will my beloved taskbar still remember how I like it arranged? The suspense is absolutely killing me. I particularly admire how you've turned the concept of backward compatibility into more of a gentle suggestion than a hard rule. Why should new updates work with existing software when you can create exciting opportunities for users to troubleshoot, reinstall, and completely reconfigure their systems? It's like you're giving the gift of rediscovering our computers all over again every few months. How thoughtful of you to prevent us from getting too comfortable or complacent with our technology. Your Windows Update service deserves special recognition for its artistic approach to timing. I love how you've designed it to begin massive downloads and installations at the most inconvenient moments possible. Need to give an important presentation? Perfect time for a forced restart. Working on a deadline? Let's install 47 updates that will take 3 hours and require multiple reboots. It's as if you have a sixth sense for detecting when I'm at my most productive, and you swoop in like a digital superhero to save me from the terrible burden of getting work done efficiently. And let's not forget your masterful approach to patch notes and update descriptions. Bug fixes and performance improvements. Such poetry. Such mystery. It's like receiving a present wrapped in beautiful paper, except the present might be a working computer, or it might be a collection of broken drivers and missing features. The element of surprise keeps our relationship fresh and exciting. I'm particularly fond of how you handle updates for legacy software rather than boring users with predictable compatibility. You've created an exciting treasure hunt where we get to discover which of our essential programs will suddenly stop working after each update. It's like playing technological Jenga. How many critical functions can you remove before the whole system topples over? Brilliant! Chapter 2: The Cloud That Rains on Everyone's Parade. Oh, Azure, my temperamental digital paramour. Your approach to cloud services is like performance art, a beautiful chaotic dance of availability and outages that keeps millions of users on their toes around the globe, while other cloud providers might bore customers with consistent uptime and reliable service. You've taken the bold artistic approach of making cloud computing feel like a thrilling adventure where no one knows what tomorrow might bring. Your outages aren't just service interruptions, they're opportunities for team building. Nothing brings IT departments together quite like a surprise Azure outage at 2 a.m. on a weekend. It's like you're hosting impromptu networking events for sysadmins around the world, except instead of cocktails and small talk, there's coffee, panic, and frantic troubleshooting. You've single-handedly created more camaraderie among IT professionals than any conference or meetup ever could. I'm absolutely enchanted by your approach to status pages during outages. "We are investigating reports of issues" is such a delightfully vague way to say everything is on fire and we're not entirely sure why. It's like you're writing haikus about infrastructure problems. The artistic ambiguity leaves us so much room for interpretation. Are the issues minor, major, apocalyptic? Who knows? It's like you a choose your own adventure book, except all the choices lead to the same page titled, Please Try Again Later. Your multi-region redundancy is particularly impressive in its ability to demonstrate that geography is really just a suggestion when it comes to cascading failures. Why let an outage in one data center go to waste when you can turn it into a learning experience for data centers on multiple continents? It's like you're teaching us that in the cloud, we're all connected in beautifully, catastrophically interlinked ways. And the timing of your outages. Mwah! Absolutely impeccable. Black Friday, perfect time for an e-commerce platform outage. Tax season, ideal moment for accounting software disruptions. End of financial quarter, why not make those critical business reports extra suspenseful? You have this amazing ability to turn routine business operations into thrilling high-stakes adventures. The fact that you have more computing power, more data centers, more engineers, and more resources than most small countries, yet still manage to surprise us with creative new ways for things to go wrong is truly a testament to your innovative spirit. Other companies might use all of those resources to build boring, predictable, reliable infrastructure, but not you, my dear Microsoft. You use them to create elaborate Rube Goldberg machines of interconnected services that can fail in beautifully unexpected ways. Chapter 3: How You Made My Perfectly Good Computer Feel Inadequate. Dearest Microsoft, your Windows 11 TPM requirements have been nothing short of revolutionary. Who else but you could take millions of perfectly functional computers and transform them into electronic paperweights with a single system requirement? It's like you looked at the global e-waste problem and thought, you know what this planet needs? More discarded computers. Your vision of security through obsolescence is truly groundbreaking. Why allow users to make their own choices about security versus compatibility when you can make those choices for them? It's so thoughtful of you to decide that a 5-year-old computer with top-tier specs is suddenly inadequate for running a word processor and web browser. After all, why should a computer with 32 gigs of RAM, a modern CPU, and a solid-state storage device be able to run an operating system when it's missing one specific security chip? The environmental benefits of your approach are particularly inspiring. By forcing millions of users to buy new hardware, you're single-handedly stimulating the global electronics manufacturing industry. Sure, those old computers will end up in landfills, but think of all the new jobs you've created in mining rare earth minerals and assembling new devices. It's like you're an environmental activist, just working in reverse. I love how you've positioned this as a security feature while simultaneously making it nearly impossible for average users to verify whether their computers actually have TPM chips or know how to enable them. It's like creating a secret handshake that only hardware enthusiasts know, except instead of getting into a cool club, you get to use a basic operating system. The exclusivity is thrilling. Your commitment to this arbitrary requirement is particularly admirable given how many organizations are now stuck with massive fleets of computers that can't be upgraded to Windows 11. Government agencies, schools, small businesses, all getting to participate in your grand vision of planned obsolescence. It's like you're teaching the entire world about the importance of regular hardware refresh cycles, whether they can afford it or not. The TPM requirement is such a perfect metaphor for our relationship, darling Microsoft. It's arbitrary, poorly explained, universally frustrating, and yet somehow we all have to live with it because you've decided that's how things are going to be. It's like you're the controlling partner in a relationship who insists on rearranging all the furniture every few years, whether it needed rearranging or not. Chapter 4: Security Theater, starring you. Premium tickets required. My security-conscious sweetheart, your approach to cybersecurity is like watching a masterclass in marketing psychology. You've brilliantly figured out how to make basic security features feel like luxury amenities. Why should multi-factor authentication, advanced threat protection, and email security be standard features when you can turn them into premium add-ons that make users feel special for paying extra not to get hacked? Your Microsoft Defender suite is a work of art in artificial scarcity. You've taken security features that other companies include by default and turned them into a tiered pricing model that would make airline executives weep with envy. Basic protection is like economy class. Sure, you'll get to your destination, but you might get malware along the way. Want to actually be secure? That'll be an extra $99 per user per month, please. I'm particularly impressed about how you've managed to convince organizations that they need to pay extra for the privilege of not having their email compromised. It's like selling someone a car and then charging them extra for brakes. Oh, you want your vehicle to stop safely? That's our premium safety package. Genius. Pure genius. Your advanced threat protection service deserves special recognition for its name alone, because nothing says, "We take your security seriously," quite like making advanced threat protection an optional upgrade. It's like having a bodyguard who says, "I'll protect you from basic threats for free," but if someone comes at you with anything sophisticated, you're on your own. The beauty of your security model is how it creates its wonderful moral hazard where organizations have to choose between their budget and their security. Small businesses and schools get to play an exciting game of how much security can we afford, while larger enterprises with deeper pockets get the full protection suite. It's like you're running a cybersecurity country club where the quality of your protection depends on your membership level. And let's not forget how you've managed to make email security feel like it's a luxury service. Email, the basic communication tool that's been around since the 70s, somehow requires premium features to be secure in 2025. It's like charging extra for seatbelts in a car or smoke detectors in buildings. Oh, you want your most essential business communication tool to be actually safe? Premium subscription required. Chapter 5. The Mystery of Ignored Security Settings. Oh, my enigmatic Microsoft, your relationship with basic security settings is like watching a brilliant chef refuse to use salt because it's too simple. You'll develop incredibly complex AI-powered threat detection systems, but ask you to implement basic email sender verification, and suddenly it's like asking you to solve quantum physics with an abacus. Take SPF, DKIM, and DMARC email authentication, for example. These protocols have been around longer than some of your employees have been alive, and they're free to implement, and they would stop approximately 90% of email spoofing and phishing attempts. But where's the fun in that? Instead, you've chosen the much more interesting approach of letting spam and phishing emails flow freely while developing expensive AI solutions to catch them after they've already reached the user's inboxes. It's like choosing to build a complex water filtration system instead of just fixing the hole in the pipe. Your Exchange Online services handling of obvious phishing attempts is particularly artistic. I love how an email from Microsoft-support@totallynotascam.ru can sail right through your filters, but a legitimate business email might get flagged because it contains the word invoice. It's like having a security guard who lets obvious burglars walk right through the front door, but stops grandmothers for looking suspicious. The fact that you could implement strict email authentication policies by default, but choose not to, is such a beautiful example of your commitment to user choice. Why force user security when you can let them figure it out for themselves? Why is their CEO suddenly sending them Bitcoin requests from a Gmail account? It's like selling smoke detectors that come with batteries and removing them, expecting the homeowners to figure out why they're not working. Your approach to DNS security is equally charming. You could easily implement secure DNS resolution by default, but instead you've chosen to let users' computers continue querying potentially malicious DNS servers because, hey, choice is important. It's like giving someone a map to a destination, but deliberately including roads that lead to dangerous neighborhoods just to keep things interesting. I'm particularly fond of how you handle software restriction policies in Windows. You've built incredibly sophisticated systems for managing application execution, but somehow the default settings allow my random executable from the internet to run with minimal security settings. It's like installing a state-of-the-art security system in a house, but leaving the front door wide open because users might want easy access. Chapter 6. The Art of Elaborate Hide and Seek. Oh, my elusive Microsoft, your customer service strategy is like an elaborate performance art piece titled Finding Help in the Digital Age. You've managed to create a support ecosystem so complex and Byzantine that getting assistance feels like completing an epic quest in a role-playing game complete with multiple levels, confusing NPCs and unclear objectives. Your support website is a masterpiece of digital maze design with its endless loops of "did this help?" questions, knowledge-based articles that answer everything except the specific question you're asking, and community forums where other confused users share their equally unsuccessful solutions. It's like you've gamified the entire support experience. Why provide direct answers when you can send customers on an exciting journey of self-discovery through dozens of irrelevant help articles? The customer service phone tree you've created deserves special recognition as a work of modern art. Press 1 for Windows issues, press 2 for Office issues, press 3 for Xbox issues, press 4 to speak to someone who will ask you to press 1, 2, or 3 again. It's like a choose-your-own-adventure book written by someone who really doesn't want you to reach the ending. The way you've managed to create 47 different ways to never actually speak to a human being is truly innovative. Your chat support feature is particularly delightful in its commitment to the theatrical arts. I love how the conversation always begins with an enthusiastic AI bot named something like Jennifer or Microsoft Assistant who promises to help with any issue, followed immediately by the revelation that they can only help with the most basic questions that are already answered on your website. It's like hiring Shakespeare to recite grocery lists. Technically impressive, but ultimately not very helpful. When you finally connect customers with human representatives, the experience is like a beautiful cultural exchange program where users get to teach Microsoft employees about Microsoft products. There's nothing quite like spending 45 minutes explaining to a support representative how their own company's software is supposed to work, only to be told by your representative that your issue requires escalation to a specialist who will call back within 24 or 48 hours. Spoiler alert, they usually won't. Your approach to technical documentation is equally artistic. Why write clear step-by-step instructions when you can create beautifully vague articles that assume users are simultaneously complete beginners and advanced system administrators? It's like writing cookbooks that say prepare the food until it's ready and expecting everyone to figure out the details themselves. The community forums deserve special mention for their commitment to the principle of many voices, few answers. You've created a beautiful ecosystem where thousands of users can gather to share their confusion and frustration, and it's occasionally punctuated by a Microsoft employee who appears like a rare bird to say, "Thanks for the feedback, we'll pass it on to the team," before disappearing back into the digital wilderness. Chapter 7: The Eternal Optimism of Making Bing Happen. My persistently hopeful Microsoft, your unwavering commitment to Bing is like watching someone try to make fetch happen for over a decade, and I absolutely admire your dedication to this impossible dream. While the rest of the internet has firmly established Google as the verb for web searching, you continue to believe that people really want is a search engine that tries just a little too hard to be helpful. Your integration of Bing into every possible Microsoft product is like watching a parent trying to make their less popular child feel included at every family gathering. Windows search? Let's add some Bing. Edge browser? Default to Bing. Cortana? Powered by Bing. Xbox? Why not throw some Bing in there too? It's like your digital equivalent of a stage mom consistently pushing Bing into the spotlight, whether the audience wants it or not. The way you've tried to rebrand Bing over the years has been absolutely precious. First, it was just Bing, and then it was Bing with ChatGPT integration. Then it became part of Microsoft Copilot, and now it's AI-powered Bing Chat. It's like watching someone try on different outfits for the same unpopular kid, hoping that the right costume will finally make them cool. Maybe if we add AI, people will finally love Bing. Your search results are particularly endearing in their aggressive helpfulness. Where Google might simply show you what you're looking for, Bing takes the more romantic approach of showing you what it thinks you should be looking for instead. Search for Python programming tutorial and get results for pet pythons for sale and Monty Python comedy sketches. It's like having a well-meaning but confused librarian who's trying their best but keeps bringing you books from the wrong section. The Bing's map integration is especially charming. In a world where Google Maps has become synonymous with navigation, you've courageously continued to offer Bing Maps as an alternative for people who enjoy the thrill of potentially ending up in the wrong city. It's like you're providing a more adventurous approach to travel planning. Why settle for accurate directions when you could have an exciting mystery tour? Your Bing rewards program is such a sweet attempt at bribery. I mean, incentivization. Use our search engine and we'll give you points. It's like paying people to be your friend, which is both heartbreaking and oddly endearing. The fact that you have to literally pay users to use Bing says everything about your relationship with this particular product, but your commitment to the cause is truly touching. Chapter 8: The Island of Misfit Digital Assistants. Oh, my dear Microsoft, your track record with digital assistants reads like a heartwarming tale of technological underdogs. First, there was Clippy, that beloved animated paperclip who was determined to help whether you wanted help or not. Then came Cortana, your ambitious attempt to compete with Siri and Alexa. And now we have Copilot, your latest digital companion, who's surely destined for the same fate as their predecessors. It's like you're running an orphanage for abandoned AI assistants. Clippy was truly ahead of their time, a pioneer in the field of unsolicited assistance. It looks like you're trying to write a letter became the rallying cry of a generation of users who just wanted to type in peace. Clippy's enthusiasm was infectious, even when that infection felt more like a computer virus. The way Clippy would pop up at the most inopportune moments, bouncing with excitement about helping with tasks you weren't actually doing, was like having an overly eager intern who never quite understood the assignment but was always happy to help anyway. Cortana represented your attempt to create a more sophisticated digital assistant, and what a beautiful experiment it was. You managed to create an AI that could set reminders, answer questions, and search the web, but somehow never quite figured out how to be more useful than just typing into a search box manually. It was like hiring a personal assistant who could only help with tasks that were easier to do yourself. The way that Cortana could mishear voice commands and set reminders for completely wrong things was endearingly human in its imperfection. Your decision to retire Cortana from mobile devices was like watching a beloved character leave their favorite TV show, sad, but probably for the best. The fact that Cortana couldn't compete with Siri or Alexa, despite having the full backing of Microsoft, was such a poetic reminder that sometimes being first to market matters more than being technically superior. It was like watching a talented actor give their best performance in an empty theater. And now we have Copilot, your latest ambitious digital assistant. The way you've integrated AI into every possible Microsoft product is admirable in its thoroughness. Excel Copilot, Word Copilot, PowerPoint Copilot, Teams Copilot. It's like you've decided to create an entire extended family of helpful AI relatives who all want to assist with different aspects of your digital life. The fact that they often provide confidently wrong answers with the same enthusiasm as correct ones is just part of their charm. Copilot's ability to hallucinate information while maintaining complete confidence is particularly endearing. There's something beautifully human about an AI that cannot confidently tell you that the population of Mars is 12 million people, or that the best way to fix a computer problem is to download more RAM. It's like having a friend who's always willing to help, but occasionally gives advice based on information they completely made up. Chapter 9: The Great Rebranding Circus. My wonderfully unpredictable Microsoft, your approach to service naming is just like watching a master magician perform an endless series of costume changes. Just when we've learned what to call your various services, you surprise us with a complete rebrand that leaves everyone scrambling to update their documentation and retrain their muscle memory. Office Suite's journey from Microsoft Office to Office 365 to Microsoft 365 has been like watching a beloved actor take on different stage names throughout their career. Each rebrand comes with its own unique features, licensing models, and subscription tiers, ensuring that no one ever gets too comfortable with understanding your product lineup. It's like you're playing an elaborate shell game where the shells keep changing colors and shapes, while the ball occasionally disappears entirely. The evolution of your cloud storage service is particularly artistic. OneDrive for Business, SharePoint Online, Teams file storage, and various other storage solutions that sometimes overlap, sometimes compete with each other, and always manage to confuse users about whether files are actually stored. It's like you've created a digital filing system designed by someone who believes that having multiple filing cabinets with similar but not quite identical organizational systems is the key to productivity. Your communication tools family tree is a masterpiece of nomenclature complexity. Skype for Business became Teams, But regular Skype still existed separately, and somehow both can coexist on the same computer while serving slightly different purposes that overlap just enough to create confusion. It's like having two different phones in your house that both connect to different networks, but can sometimes call the same number. The way you've handled Azure service naming is particularly impressive in its commitment to keeping everyone on their toes. Azure Active Directory became Microsoft Entra ID, and Azure SQL Database has at least 6 different variations with subtly different names. And your various computer services seem to spawn new names faster than anyone can learn the old ones. It's like you're running a witness protection program for cloud services. Just when you think we know their identities, they get new names and disappear into the digital equivalent of suburban anonymity. Your security services naming conventions deserve special recognition for their creativity. Microsoft Defender, Windows Defender, Microsoft Defender for Endpoint, Microsoft Defender for Business, Microsoft Defender for Office 365, Microsoft Defender for Cloud. It's like you took one brand name and decided to see how many variations you could create while keeping the core identity just similar enough to be confusing. It's naming all of your children variations of the same name and then being surprised when nobody can tell the difference at family gatherings. Chapter 10: The Art of Error Messages. My poetically inclined Microsoft, your error messages are like haikus written by someone who learned English as a 5th language. They're brief, mysterious, and often leave readers with more questions than answers. You've elevated the humble error message from mere technical communication to an art form that challenges users to develop both detective skills and philosophical acceptance of the unknown. Your Windows blue screen of death messages have evolved beautifully over the years, where once they provided cryptic hexadecimal codes that only kernel developers could interpret. Now they offer friendly sad face emoticons and QR codes that lead to web pages with equally cryptic explanations or nowhere at all. It's like translating ancient hieroglyphics into modern pictographs. The medium has evolved, but the mystery still remains. Office application error messages deserve special recognition for their commitment to being simultaneously specific and vague. An error occurred while performing this operation is such a perfect example of saying something while saying nothing at all. It's like having a weather report that says atmospheric conditions still exist. Technically accurate, but not particularly helpful for planning your day. Your SharePoint error messages are particularly artistic in their creative use of technical jargon mixed with user-friendly language. Messages like, sorry, something went wrong, an unexpected error has occurred, correlation ID, blah, 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 create such a beautiful contrast between apologetic politeness and incomprehensible technological details. It's like having a customer service representative who's genuinely sorry but can only explain what went wrong using advanced calculus. The way your cloud services handles error reporting is especially endearing. When Azure experiences issues, the error messages often read like diplomatic statements carefully crafted to acknowledge that something happened without admitting fault or providing specific timelines for resolution. We are aware of an issue affecting some users and are working to resolve it as quickly as possible. Is the technological equivalent of saying, stuff is broken, we're trying to fix it, no promises. Your installer messages create such exciting puzzle-solving opportunities for users. Messages like installation failed due to an unspecified error or setup cannot continue because a required component is missing. It provides just enough information to confirm that something went wrong while leaving the actual problem solving as an exercise for the user. It's like giving someone a jigsaw puzzle with half the pieces missing and no picture on the box. Epilogue. A toast to our endless romance. My dearest, most complex, utterly maddening, and absolutely essential Microsoft. As I reach the end of this epic love letter, I find myself overwhelmed with emotions as varied and unpredictable as your software updates. We've been through so much together. The blue screens of death that taught me patience, the licensing agreements that expanded my vocabulary, the customer service experiences that strengthened my character, and the regular updates that keep our relationship fresh and exciting. You've taught me that true love isn't about perfection. It's about acceptance, adaptation, and the willingness to restart your computer when things get complicated. You show me that the most meaningful relationships are the ones that challenge us to grow, even when that growth involves learning an entirely new user interface every few years. Our relationship has been a masterclass in commitment. Through Windows ME, Windows Vista, Internet Explorer 6, and countless other adventures that have tested the limits of human patience, we've stayed together. You've helped me develop problem-solving skills I never knew I actually needed. You've given me troubleshooting abilities that border on the supernatural, and you've given me a philosophical acceptance of the fact that sometimes things just don't work for reasons that may never be fully explained. I appreciate how you've made me a more well-rounded person. Thanks to your various quirks and features, I've become a full-time system administrator and a network engineer and an occasional database administrator and an expert Google searcher for error codes. You've given me a career in technical support, and I never asked for that. Your commitment to keeping life interesting is truly admirable. When I think I've figured out how everything works, you surprise me with ways of accomplishing familiar tasks and creative interpretations of standard protocols. The fact that despite all of our ups and downs, all the frustrations and confusions, all the broken features and mysterious errors, I still choose to use your products every single day is perhaps the greatest testament to the depth of our relationship. Like any long-term partnership, we've learned to work around each other's quirks, appreciate each other's strengths, and find humor in each other's weaknesses. You've made me realize that perfection is overrated. Your beautiful imperfections, your ambitious failures, your well-intentioned mistakes, they're all part of what makes you uniquely you. In a world full of polished, predictable technology companies, you remain refreshingly human in your ability to surprise, disappoint, delight, and confuse. Sometimes all within the same user session. So here's to you, Microsoft, my digital partner in crime, my technological significant other, my forever complacent relationship with computing. May your updates continue to break things in creative new ways. May your error messages remain beautifully cryptic. May your customer service continue to be an adventure. And may Bing somehow finally become the search engine that could. Thank you for being exactly who you are. Flawed, ambitious, frustrating, essential, and absolutely irreplaceable. In a world that increasingly demands perfection, you've remained courageously, authentically imperfect, and I love you for it. Here's to many more years of our beautiful, chaotic, endlessly entertaining relationship. May we continue to grow together, restart together, and occasionally throw keyboards across the room together. Because that's what true love is all about. With all my exasperated affection and grudging admiration, your eternally devoted and occasionally dysfunctional user. P.S. Please don't take this letter as feedback for your next update. I'm genuinely concerned about what you might do with constructive criticism. That's all I got time for today, guys. Hope you have a great day. Hey guys, so I thought because this is our 100th episode, I'd give a sort of a state of the podcast. And if you're listening to this, obviously you've either let the podcast just end, you've listened to the entire thing to the end, and you love to hear my voice, or, you just forgot to turn it off. Either way, whatever. For those who are listening, I thought I'd go over, our podcast, how have we done for our objectives, and what the next series of podcasts will look like, if there are any changes going on. So the first thing, our objectives, we had 3: improve cybersecurity in the world through education, present information to be humorous, present information in a humorous and easily understood manner, and provide everybody the tools to protect themselves. I don't know. I haven't really improved the cybersecurity of the world. Obviously, people are still getting fucking hacked every single goddamn day. Now, that might just be because, I don't have many listeners. We'll see. But also, I think I've done the good job of presenting information in easily understood ways and in ways that are at least funny to me. So That's good. And provide everyone with the tools to protect themselves. Kinda. I mean, I'm not trying to sell you guys anything. So there's that. So yeah, we're going to continue on this path. We're going to still try to achieve all three of those objectives moving forward. But things are going to change a little bit. So over the next few months and hopefully longer than that, we are going to start converting the single subject topics, and we're actually going to do mini series of episodes. And this first mini series, I hope you guys will enjoy. I was inspired by one of my earliest episodes to go ahead and do this, and figured I would do this after the 100th episode. So hope you guys enjoy these next few episodes, and yeah, we'll see you guys later. Oh, and check us out on trepublic.com. T-Republic, I teed myself. Well, we're going to have merchandise. Hopefully some of it's entertaining for you. It's entertaining to me. I have some of the shirts, not all of the stickers, but I don't know. I think they're funny. Thanks, guys.